Hey, good morning, everyone. I pray that I want first I'm let y'all know I'm here to talk to you about prayer life and praying effectively in life. Um, I pray that everybody has a wonderful day. I pray that my prayer and my hopes for y'all today is that anything that y'all been praying for comes to prosper, comes to pass, and that y'all just keep striving for the best. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all gotta excuse my voice also. I'm fighting the cold that I've been fighting all week. So I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about praying effectively. I feel like those who lacking in praying effectively, or those who feel like, or who's are frustrated about feeling like their prayers are not being answered, or things are not being answered in a timely manner. First and foremost, God gives you what you can handle. He doesn't give you too much or too less. He knows exactly what you can handle, what you can and what you can't handle. So if some of your prayers you've been praying for and it hasn't come to pass, maybe because He feel like that you're not in a position. And when I say position, I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, emotionally fit for whatever you've been praying for. Because it's one thing to pray for a certain thing like a job or a house, and you are not able to handle certain things. It's one thing to pray for a husband or a wife, and you're not able to handle being a husband or a wife yourself. So, praying effectively, your prayers should consist of asking God to, and also, all of those things is okay to pray for, but God really cares about you more than the things that you're praying for in this life. He really cares that you're in the right position in life. So, when you praying for those things, understand that God loves you more than anything in this world. Um, so, your prayer should consist of, dear Lord Heavenly Father, or however you pray. Lord, teach me to be humble. If you're not a humble person, being humble is very important in this lifetime. It'll get you a long way. Sometimes when you feel like being arrogant, or you feel like being rude, or acting a certain type of way, being humble. Especially if you're a quick person to be humble. Sometimes you may not understand a person, or a person may not understand you, but being humble gets you through that door, gets you past. And then next thing you know, you like, oh, well, I didn't know you meant this or meant that. So being humble is very key. So sometimes if your prayers, if you know you're not a humble person, your prayer should, Lord, teach me to be humble. Forgiveness in your heart. There's a lot of people out here who struggle with forgiveness, with forgiving people a situation that may have happened to them in life. God talks about forgiveness in the Bible. Forgiveness is very important, because not only that, just when you forgive somebody, it helps you more than the person that you're forgiving, if you notice or not. Because when you hold a grudge with somebody, or you're angry with somebody because they did something to you, anytime you're in that presence of that person, your remembrance of what they did to you is on the forefront of your mind. When it's on the forefront of your mind, it changes the way that your enlightenment, your peace is going about at that moment. You start to reflect on everything that had happened to you, versus them being peaceful. You know, that person kind of almost have control over you because of how you feel or what that person did to you. He has control. He or she has more power over you than you have over yourself. You have given that person that energy to be able to control your attitude, because you can't forgive that person. So holding on to grudges is not a good thing. Forgiveness is more so for yourself than anybody else. Of course, you want to forgive them and wholeheartedly forgive a person. And when I say forgiveness, meaning you can really speak to that person and not reflect or keep reflecting on things that that person has done to you in the past. So forgiveness is key. These effective prayers and ideas and thoughts that I'm giving y'all, try to manifest it in your life. Try to hold on to it, and try to use it. It's not an easy process, especially when you used to being one way all the time. Especially if you know that you're an anger person. Holding on to anger is not good. Lord, if you know that you're an angry person, that you easily anger, Lord, please help me with my anger, oh Lord. These effective prayers that I'm telling you about has to be consistent. Sometimes you may be walking down the street, Lord, I know, I've been angry lately, Lord, give me the strength to not be angry. Lord, I want a peace. And you have to really desire the things that you're praying for also to pray effectively. You can't just say it and not desire it. Because if you don't desire it, then it's not going to really come to you because you're just saying it just to say it. You know what I'm saying? But if you say it within yourself, in your prayer closet, and when I say your prayer closet, I'm talking about within yourself, not out loud so your neighbors can hear, not out loud so your friends can hear you that you're praying and that you're trying to work. Because, what comes on the outside, the devil is able to attack because he know, Lord, if you out loud, Lord, help me with my anger, and you say that out loud, then he knows that you have an anger issue, and he's going to send people to test you and tempt you. Even though that's going to come anyway, whether you say it out loud or not, but it's more likely to come when you're saying it out loud. You're more likely people, oh, so that's what that person is dealing with. Well, let me try to test his patience. Let me try to test her patience. You understand what I'm saying? So praying effectively is very important. If anger is your issue, and there's a lot of people who has jealousy out here. Jealous of the next person, jealous because a person is in a position that you're not, or jealous because that person is doing something that you're unable to do. Instead of being jealous, Lord, ask God to remove that jealousy from you. Because when you could be around a person and not be jealous around them, then you can learn from a person. But if you're jealous, then you can't learn from them. You can't learn. So you need the jealousy to remove. Also, this is another thing I feel like people should pray about. A lot of people get a thrill about having haters in your life. That shouldn't be your focus about having haters. Why you worried about who's just hating on you? And if that is your focus and that what thrives you off of being moving in the right direction, then you need to ask God to remove that from you, because that's not an attribute that you should want. You shouldn't focus on having haters or who your haters are. Your focus is on being you. Because when you can focus on you and put you in the right place and being in the right place mentally and learning how to pray effectively, then all the doors of heaven open up for you. All the opportunities open up for you in your life. You start realizing that, wow, this is happening because like attracts alike. Energy, high power, good energy attracts other people around you. You know what I'm saying? And you may not sometimes physically be in front of the person, but spiritually, that it's like that type of energy finds itself. You know, spiritually, sometimes you don't even around them people. It's just like them people kind of get drawn to you. You start running around people who's of the same mind. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When you're of the other mind, far as negativity, far as anger, jealousy, then you're going to run into other people who's dealing with the same issue. Even people who out here that's insecure, mostly women, but it's insecure men out here too. You insecure, you're going to run into people who's going to test your patience. So you work on not being insecure. You run into people you're going to run into other insecure men and women. And y'all just going to be two insecure people that's going to mess up because y'all insecure about a situation or whatever the case may be. So this is more. I just wanted to give y'all a few. If you could think of something and you want to talk to me about it, feel free to talk to me about it, or hit me in my inbox, or we could talk about something that you're dealing with, and I could talk to you because God is real. The life that we live in real. Wisdom is important. But if you don't have the wisdom to get through life, then you're gonna kind of be at a standstill in your life or wherever you at. It's all about growing and planting seeds in your life. You got to plant the seed that you want in your life. The Bible said, bear the fruit that you want. You'll know a tree by the fruit that it bears. So if you bearing forgiveness in your heart, if you bearing blessings in your heart, then you're gonna run around and you're gonna continue to plant those seeds, and those seeds are gonna start being sprouted up all around your life. You know what I'm saying? Good cannot produce evil, and evil cannot produce good. You grow up of your own kind, your own fruit. So continue to plant the seeds that you want in your life. If you know that you want grace and if you know you want mercy, then you have to become exactly what you want. But you can't ask for something that you know that you're not ready for and that you're not doing, because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. And if you get a glimpse of it, you're not going to know what to do with it. It's like the guy when in the Bible, a story in the Bible, God had gave three people money or jewelry or whatever the case may be. And God gave it to them. One guy doubled it. Another guy tripled it. The other guy held on to it and gave it back to God when he came back. God was disappointed of the guy who held on to it because he didn't know what to do with it, and he took the money that he had gave him and gave it to the person who doubled it, because the guy knew how to plant seeds. He knew how to prosper and bear fruit. You know, a lot of us are stagnant in life and in the same place in life because we don't know what to do with the blessings when God gives to us. Or we're not mentally sound. We're not spiritually sound to be able to handle what God has in store for us. So if you feel like you're in a stagnant place in life, it may be because you're not ready for whatever you're asking for or what you feel like that you need. So get in a place, you know, pray effectively in life and watch how the doors of heaven and the blessings open up for you. I love y'all. This is my message for today. God bless.